If I were to ask you what were your top 3 video games be, what would they be? For me, it's Rainbow Six Siege, Uncharted 2, and Dying Light. I made an entire video polishing off Dying Light and also just going over my top 50 games. If you are interested, you can check those out. You don't have to, just thought I should point that out. And in this video, I'm going to find out, or just kind of talk about, I guess, what makes a game perfect. Now, it depends on the person. That's why I interviewed 5 or 6 people about it, with basically just asking them a handful of questions. When I say a handful, I mean 10. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I don't really know how to segment it or whatever, but I'm going to kind of put some gameplay in the background so it's not just my talking head per usual. So it's technically still a gaming video, so I can focus on Marathon whenever that comes out. All right, there you go. So the first question I had was, what were your top 3 favorite games, just to kind of get like a good guideline to kind of mix around games like genres, etc., you know, stuff like that. Next was just, why were they, you know, kind of make them talk about them a little bit more. Is there like a personal connection, like nostalgia, that kind of stuff to it? What sets it apart and what relates it to other games that you like? Is there like a certain like setting or details? Like, you know, does every game that you have to play have to be like as detailed as like Red Dead 2? You know, voice acting, soundtrack. Are those all features that you really need in a game? You know what I mean? Now, here's where I thought I was cooking with this question. Is price a good point, or does that like affect your relation to the game? I felt like the best question I would say, or the best comparison, was like for Dispatch. I feel like it should not be like a $30 game as good as Dispatch, even though it is, you know, whatever you want to say, like a movie that you just play, which is why I think it's so good. It feels like you're getting more of a steal compared to like, you know, playing some shit like, you know, COD. And it's like, I would much rather pay $30 and get Dispatch because it feels like a $70 game when I only paid $30. Does that make more sense? I don't know if I'm making sense, but the best way I could describe it too, or like the best way I can find it, is like playing like PS3 games, like now, where it's like speaking of the devil, as of recording this, I just got done beating Rainbow Six Vegas, which was on sale for like $2, and it was a blast to play, and it was like seven hours, I think, to probably beat all of it. And I don't know, it was a lot of fun to actually just go back and stuff, and that was like, if I paid like $60 for that back in the day, or whatever the launch price was in 2006, it's like, I'd be fucking hyped for that. But now it's like, if you waited 20 years, you could get you buy it for fucking $2 and a schmeckle, and it'd be perfectly fine, and it'd be literally the exact same product. It's like, you know, you can kind of compare it like that, if that makes sense, unless if I'm just rambling for no fucking clue. But I don't know, I thought that's how I probably should try to emphasize the question a little bit more compared to how other people perceived it, where I was like, you're fucking stupid for asking that question. It's like, okay. Now, this isn't that big of a deal, I suppose, but for some it might be. Now, multiplayer. What's your thoughts on multiplayer? Like, is there like a good thing? Like, does it need to have multiplayer? Is co-op, like co-op campaigns, like especially for like Vegas 2 and like for like Halo, like I know that's really a big deal. But I was just saying, like, is that something that you need in the game? Is that something that like just kind of adds a cherry on top, especially if it is like done well? Like I heard Subnautica 2 is having like only like they're focused on kind of combining both MPs to make it like as good as if it was playing like solo. So I don't know, trying to in that like example, I guess. Now this is a little bit more nitty gritty, I guess, but like, what are your favorite genre of games? For example, like RPGs, horror, you know, like narrative driven games, shooters, which I think everyone basically plays shooters now. I don't really know that many people that don't. And then also like plot lines. Like, is there any like tropes or anything that you kind of find yourself liking more than others? Like, is it really well executed? Like, I think like Red Dead 2 is probably one of the best written stories of all time, you know, especially in video games. The characters in like Dispatch, like I mentioned prior, is like really good. In like The Walking Dead Telltale Season 1, I had a blast playing that. I did beat Season 2, by the way. Don't expect a video out of that for like another, I don't who fucking knows, honestly. I will get that done eventually. I just, you know. But those are really all the questions. I just wanted to kind of get a good overview of everything that a game kind of has to offer. I guess I didn't go over like voice chat and stuff. You know what I mean? Like stuff that isn't really that like key to a game. And if I did miss anything, please let me know in the comments. I can maybe ask them, or they can maybe answer it in the comments. If they do watch the video, they probably won't. But yeah, I guess let's just go into some of the answers. So the first question I have for you is just, what's your favorite like top 5 video games?
COD and
which COD?
Low-key like Modern Warfare 3.
Okay.
Loved it. Halo Infinite, I just played the hell out of it. And
Okay.
probably Terraria.
All right. Any other Halos or no?
Reach.
Okay. I do remember playing that with you. That was fun. And then Terraria. I knew that you would say Terraria.
I fucking love Terraria. I'm not gonna lie to you. It just, makes me hard.
So, Battlefield 1's gotta be in there for sure. I feel like nostalgia, like Minecraft's gotta be in. You gotta put Minecraft in there.
Yeah.
Fallout 3 and New Vegas both belong in my
Okay.
top 5.
Say Fallout 3. All right. So then, next question. I wish I wrote them on the same page, but whatever.
I guess for most of it's the memories.
Okay.
But, like COD for sure. I think it's just because it's so fast paced.
Mhm.
Halo is the memories and like especially Halo Infinite. I love the campaign, which like the open field map is so weak. And then I think
Okay.
Terraria, it's the depth of the crafting tree. I love that you can just like make so much shit.
Oh, the crafting tree?
Yeah.
Well, Battlefield 1, I just like I like World War One a lot.
Okay, like setting.
Minecraft, that's like a nostalgia pick, and it's like timeless. Like you can always play it. Okay, definitive top 3. Number 1 is Battlefield 1. Number 2, Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga on the Wii.
Okay.
Number 3 is gonna be Fallout 3.
Oh, okay. You changed it. Was Fallout 3 there before? I don't remember. Oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Minecraft got moved down. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Minecraft got moved out.
All right. Now, continue with your story.
Yeah, so when I was in like, not even kindergarten, in like preschool, when my dad would come to pick me up, because I didn't know how like the Wii and the TV worked when I was that young, so I would like have to beg him to turn it on and load up Lego Star Wars.
I think I still do that to my dad. I'm like, Dad, turn it on, please.
Oh my god. Like last Christmas, my brother and I played so much fucking Terraria, like genuinely, because we were both sick for like most of it. So genuinely, we spent probably 10 hours a day on the fucking Xbox. Just split screen Terraria. It was ridiculous. I guess I did say the crafting tree earlier, but the progression of the entire game is actually kind of fucking incredible. Because like the world itself does change too, which is
Yeah.
really fucking nice to see.
Was it like the details and stuff from like Battlefield 1, or was it just like only really the setting that kind of hooked you in? Or was it kind of just like everything about it?
Yeah, everything about it. The like the kill marker notification
Okay.
is like really satisfying. I find it. So that's like one of the weird things I noticed. And like Battlefield 1, it's like the only game that I played so much where I like know all the weapons.
Yeah, like got familiar with everything. Like, okay. I was gonna say, like, I wish I played it more when it actually came out, because I think it was like Infinite Warfare and like Titanfall were the games I played instead. And then I played it like 3 years later when no one else was playing it.
Yeah, because I started playing it in like 5th grade.
Yeah.
My parents got me and my brother an Xbox One for that Christmas.
Sweet.
And like honestly, the game being like mature, they wouldn't have let us play it normally, but back then, like Xbox Ones like came with the game.
Yeah.
So that's how we got to play it. So it's
Sweet.
actually the first mature rated game I ever played.
Oh, wow. I remember like when my brother bought like a PS4, he got Destiny with it. And then he was like, it's kind of mid. But I just remember like being like, I don't know, I thought it was always really cool watching him play it or something. Like whenever a game comes with a console, I always feel like it's more appreciated, I feel.
I just kind of prefer like a chip to more enjoyable, I think. I would say not the modern ones.
Okay.
Modern ones are actually always the worst, no offense, but like,
Yeah, I get that.
I think it's great when it's either just super insane sci-fi shit like Halo, or if it's even like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, like a modernized or what's it called modified like history.
Modified history is incredible. Like Assassin's Creed, like sort of like even like Red Dead.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, for sure. And then I guess I might as well ask that too. Like, is there like a certain genre, like role-playing games, like RPGs or whatever, like shooters, that stuff? Does that kind of like, I guess, is there like a certain thing that you always kind of give a shot more than others?
Shooters probably. But
Shooters,
I
okay.
think There's definitely good games for genre.
And then like narratives, I guess like you can say like story games and stuff. Like those are always kind of a thing. Like shooters, story games.
I would say like shooters and then story games. Well, like where you play through a story, definitely
Yeah,
like kind of like Red Dead Assassin's Creed, where you play through it. Those are kind of
for sure. Yeah.
It's like I'm like really hard for me to like actually get like into games.
Mm-hmm.
Like Battlefield 1 was the only game I know all the weapons. Like, so like those are just the games that I was able to like really get into. And like all the other games, I just don't really play them that much because I don't get into them.
Yeah, just don't.
So
Yeah,
those
doesn't get you
would be the
hooked or whatever.
games- Yeah, these would be the games like really got me into them.
Okay. So like I don't know. Like there's like a lot of like movie tropes or whatever where it's like, like friends to enemies or some I don't know, some shit like that. Or like plot lines I guess that most like movies and stuff follow. Like is there like a certain thing like revenge tales or whatever, like those are kind of popular in games? Like do those kind of get you or not really? And I might just scrap this question. Who fucking knows? I just thought I should have this in there.
No, it's a good question. It just takes thought. You know?
That's I asked Ryan about it and he was like I need like 5 minutes to think about my favorite game.
Yeah, like, it's a great fucking question actually, but
because it's like I played a game or continue, sorry.
I have an answer, but it's a weird one. I kind of like the underdog ones, you know?
Okay, underdog, like at rags to riches or what?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, sweet.
Where you just start at nothing and you work your way up, or like you're on like the losing side and you have to win.
For
Definitely
sure.
that's what-
Well, given that Fallout 3 and New Vegas are both 360 games, graphics doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And I'm not like a big like game snob,
Yeah.
so like finer details and stuff like that, I don't really pay that much attention to. I don't notice. So it's more just games I just like vibe with. No real like overarching things, but like some of like the humor in the Fallout games.
Okay. Just like okay.
I like.
Is like multiplayer games, I mean obviously I guess 2 of your games are multiplayer, but like is like multiplayer like a necessity for you? Do you like if like multiplayer wasn't in like COD for some reason, like would you still like it as much or no? Or Halo? I mean Halo I know like the campaign and stuff is good with co-op and without, but
Oh, COD I would definitely like best. I feel like the multiplayer is what makes COD.
yeah, for sure.
You know, it's the competitiveness is what makes it what it is.
Yep. Yeah. And then like Terraria too, you can play with friends. I know that, but it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you've played it without. It's still fun, so it's like that's not really that much of a necessity.
No, honestly, Terraria is phenomenal, like either solo or with people. Cause it's just I don't know. I love it so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know.
Cause like I just don't play a lot of story games.
Yeah.
Cause then I have to get like really invested in them to actually play them.
Yeah.
Like, multiplayer games, like shooter games like that, are more easy to just like install and play kind of mindlessly.
Yeah, okay. Push you the wrong way. I know that both of those games are on Game Pass or whatever, but like, is it nice that they're on Game Pass so you don't have to spend $70 for them usually, or what? Like I know Terraria is on like
nice.
$20.
It's really nice that I'm not spending $70, but I'm okay spending $70 if the game is really good.
Mm-hmm.
For price wise, what really will actually irk me is like the in-game purchases.
Yeah,
like,
for
if you
sure.
Need to spend like that Madden bullshit. It's just pay to win. That is what's.
Yep, I can definitely get that.
Yeah, the way I look at money, I don't look at what I'm like specifically spending it on. I just look at the amount I'm spending.
Yeah.
So like I don't see it as I'm paying like $10 for a game. I view it as like, oh, I'm just paying $10.
Yeah, you don't like really connect the game with it. You just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna buy this like, thing. You're gonna spend $10. That's all you're doing. You're not like looking into it that much. I respect that. Yeah. Is like, does that have to be like a necessity too, where it has to have like all of those kind of a one-man army, if you will, where it has like all really good like voice acting, soundtrack, like.
Oh, I don't know.
No. Okay. Well, I mean, Terraria. Does that have voice acting?
I think there's any voice acting.
Mm-hmm.
I think graphics matter a little bit, but honestly not that much. Because even thinking about like playing Terraria or like the old Halos, where it looks like actual shit, but like it's still fun to play.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't think graphics matter that much, but I do think that voice acting matters. Like when you look at the voice acting for Red Dead.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and, I mean they do mocap too, so it's basically just acting. You know, it's like all of the scenes and like how like Arthur walks and stuff is like that's literally like the guy who voiced him and played him, I guess. But like it's Roger Clark, like that's him just walking. That they just put him into the game somehow. I don't know how they do it, but I'm so fucking. It's like so sick.
Yo, I forgot. I installed a random NASCAR game because I saw too many Lightning McQueen edits on TikTok.
I remember. I think it was on the PS3. We had. It was like NASCAR like 10 or some shit. It was so bad, but I loved it. I mean that's honestly it. Thank you very much for doing this. I thought it'd be quicker, but when you go into it,
that was not long at all. It was professional, actually. It genuinely felt like a real interview.
Okay, that's good.
So that's for the video like question segment. By the way, this is me after I'm like halfway done editing the video. I realized that I went on like a 20-minute tangent that did not mean anything. Kind of just word salad. But to bring it back to the final point of this video, for what is a perfect game, or what a perfect game is to you, is very different. As you can tell, there's a lot of different varying answers. By the way, I have like 2 more calls that I could have put in there, but for those 2 alone being 16 minutes, or adding the video to be 16 minutes long, I'm thinking I'm good. I took notes for them, so if I need to, double back to those, I can. Perfect game is very subjective. I'm realizing that maybe this is like no fucking shit, Sherlock. This might just be a bad video in the first place, but I think it's a fun kind of experiment or idea to ask for you guys and just in general to kind of experiment more with that. The best example, I guess, or what I've heard from people is just like nostalgia is such a huge factor for why people love games or why they have a nice memory with them. So it's like I wonder at a point if it's like possible for you just not to have a new favorite game. Does that make sense? I don't know, because it's like I feel like it's such a mixing point of every game and everything that you've had happen at that current moment in your life, or not everything obviously has to impact it in some sense, but like you can look at multiple points in your life for example like what I'm gonna bring this up from a point that David made, where it was like when he was sick with his brother and they played a bunch of Terraria, like would Terraria be as high on his list if they didn't get sick that Christmas? Does that make sense? Like it's basically the butterfly effect if you really think about it, And it's just, it's interesting to think about that on how like multiple games might just be different based on one different thing that's changed in your life. Which obviously, if you believe in everything like this, I don't know why this got all philosophical or weird shit like this, but it's like it's very interesting to think about what happened that built your personality, that built your kind of motives or whatever you do in life, that kind of just impacts your like choices and stuff, and like what kind of makes you. And somehow it revolves around video games. I don't know how, but the logical answer I guess I could give instead of just going on an entire like ramble would probably be just like I think like the perfect correlation of a game kind of just it's like it's so rare to probably occur again, and you don't know that it's happening until it's done, when you can reflect on it. It's a very weird idea to kind of put that into perspective, where it's like for example like Fortnite and stuff. Most people remember Fortnite whenever they were in school, they had all that stuff going on, better relationships with maybe people, maybe they didn't have relationships until then. You know what I mean? You can kind of put those into kind of look at it from that lens. And, I think it's a very interesting idea to kind of have like games as a time capsule, which is what I kind of use this channel as, a time capsule, by the way. I probably should have said that. I think I changed my description by the time of this going up. What I'm really trying to get at too is that it's like, you don't really know until like it's done, which kind of sucks for like a perfect game. I hope this isn't like a sad ending, but I guess the best thing I can say too is just enjoy games, man. Try to play it with try to play it with friends. Talk about it more. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but like I don't know, like obviously I don't know what these next fucking whatever it is 12 months will offer in each of our lives, but I think that it'll be just kind of a good idea to be like more to be like more positive, I guess, and like have a more positive outlook on just stuff in general. And this isn't obviously about games. You can do whatever you want. Like movies, you could probably talk about too. Like, is there a perfect movie? I mean, none that really come to mind just because I'm obviously in game mode. But if that is a thing that you guys want me to talk about, I can maybe do that. I did a movie or a video on training montages, which I wish I had actual like footage in the background, like when I'm doing for this one, hopefully. But that's honestly all I really have to say. I don't know if that made any sense, Bailey. If you want, you can do like bullet points for what I was trying to say to maybe narrow it down. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching this video. I'm sorry for this being like a little, the mic quality just dropped like 20%. And yeah, stay classy.